So in this video I'm going to talk about top tube bags and give you a review of 3 of the main brands that are out there, and they're going to be Deuter, Topeak and Apidura. So one of the main things that I love about top tube bags, I think they're probably my favourite kind of bikepacking bag if I had to choose a favourite. I just really like that you are able to access your stuff really easily, really quickly, and I also think it's really important if you're going on audaxes or longer rides to be able to have somewhere that you've got your fuel and you've got your food really easily accessible. So let's have a quick look at some of the differences between, so you can then make a better informed choice of, you know, which bag is going to be the right one for you. The first one we're going to look at is the Deuter one, which is the smallest of the 3. This is £15, you get it off like Wiggle or Evans, so it is the cheapest of the 3, and it's also got 2 straps to attach it to your head tube, and then 2 straps all Velcro to your top tube. So I kind of feel that there's no real need to have 2 separate straps there, just because I feel like it's a bit of a faff attaching it and taking it off, so I just feel like there's no really need for that. The actual compartment itself is just one large compartment. There are no side zips, there are no like little like mesh compartments in there, it is just one hole. What I do like about it is there is a side zip, so I find that really handy, so for cash, for stuff like that. This is not got a waterproof zip, as you can see there, and one of the main things that I wanted to test on this is how easy they are to open and close with one hand, because unless you are either mega confident on the bike to be able to ride no-handed, most of us are going to be opening and closing this with one hand. So this is how this one opened and closed with one hand. So for me, I kind of feel like it's okay to close, it's just not as easy as some of the other ones to close with one hand. So that's the main thing about that. Waterproof, it doesn't have a waterproof zip like I mentioned, and the actual fabric itself is like, it's like a backpack material, so I wouldn't really trust having like my iPhone or any electrical stuff in there. So for the size wise, does it fit an iPhone? This is an iPhone 6S. Yes, that fits fine, and you'd also be able to get food in there as well, so that's the size of it. I would say you definitely wouldn't get anything bigger than a 6, because that is like literally from front to back. So that's the first one done. Next one we're going to look at is Apidura. Now this one is twice the price, and let's look at a couple of features why that might be. So first of all, the actual attachments, you've just got one main one there, one main one on the bottom. So the thing with it is, I kind of feel like it does need a second one, because when I have this one on my top tube, I feel like it does wobble a little bit, and if like the bike I've got there, you've got external cables, then you can't be having these particularly tight because you're going to be pulling on those cables. So you do have to have them quite loose, and that means I feel like for me, I would want and prefer an extra attachment there just to make it a little bit more secure. So that's one of the downsides for me, because I have external cables. If you have internal cabling, then it might be different for you, but for me on that bike it's not ideal. I mean, it's not bad, it's not like it's falling off, but I just don't feel like it's as secure as it could be. The zip itself is a waterproof zip, and let's see how you can actually open it with one hand. So that is so smooth to open with one hand, really like that. So you've got a really decent quality zip. Inside of this compartment is basically, you've got one main compartment that is split into 2 by a little bit of Velcro. So can you see that there? The only thing I don't like about this is the actual Velcro bits. When you actually open them up, you can't take them out, they are actually stitched in. So if you just wanted one large compartment, you still have to have those things flapping around in there. And there is no kind of small compartment, so if you've got any kind of coins or anything small you want to keep separately, you can't do that with this bag. It is just literally one large compartment. It is kind of like waterproof-ish, showerproof. It doesn't actually say, this type of the Apidura one doesn't say that it is fully waterproof, but from my experience it's showerproof-ish, isn't it? I mean, it's not gonna, I'd feel more confident with that one definitely than the other, with the Deuter versions. Finally, Oh, did I mention the cost of that one? Yeah, that's twice the price, that's £30, which is the medium version. You can get a bigger version of it as well, the extended version. Finally, we have the Topeak bag. And so you've got one main strap there, quite a sturdy, you can see, quite a sturdy strap. Then you've also got two other ones. This one moves, so I think potentially you can fit it better to different bikes. You can put it exactly where you want it on the actual top tube. And this one is a stitched strap, so that one you can't move, that just is what it is. Really like that. I really like that there's three and very easy, very straightforward to put on, no faffing at all. The actual inside compartment is like it's separated between like a little divider, but this is where this one becomes my favourite because you can take it out. I don't know why Apidura didn't decide to be able to take their one out, because it just makes so much more sense. So you've just got one large compartment, but you've also got one tiny little section of like mesh, so you can put coins. I always put my bank card in there. Just a really good little section to have. And the zip is waterproof, the bag is waterproof. I've been out in like torrential downpours with this and had my phone in it, and I've been a little bit worried. I've had my camera in it as well and just thought, oh my god, it's gonna get like completely trashed, but it didn't. It was really good. It is waterproof. The zip, waterproof zip, but how well does it zip up with one hand? So this one zips up super well with one hand when you're on the bike, so that's good. But this one has something that none of the others have, and I just find it so helpful. And it is that. And that is basically so you can charge your Garmin or whatever kind of bike computer that you've got while you're riding. There's a little section inside which has got a little bit of flap. I can't really show you very well. It's got like a little flap of fabric there, so that you can, you're not going to get water in. And it is really difficult to get a cable through it, so it is still completely waterproof. I wouldn't say it's 100, well, you're not going to be charging something, are you, when it's chucking it down? So there is that, but when it's dry, you are able to charge through it, which I just think is such a good feature. And that is actually on the medium version as well. This is the large version. And one thing that I would say for all of them, because I know it's a lot of questions that I get about top tube bags, is don't your legs rub the top of the bag when you're riding? And to be honest, not for any of these. I've not had any trouble with them. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So like I said before, if you've used any of these bags, let me know what you think. My favourite is this one because I just think it's waterproof, it's got the best straps, it's easy to take on and off, it's got the best compartment, it's got a side panel like thing you can put cash in, and you can charge your like bike computer with it. I just personally prefer this one. But yeah, let me know which one you prefer. Let me know which reviews, which one you think, if there's any other top tube bags you think I would like or other people would like, put them in the comments below. If you've got any questions, as always, leave them in the comments below and I will make a video. I think that's pretty much, I'm talking quite loudly. I think that's pretty much for this video. So if you've not subscribed, subscribe. I'll do all cycling related content. And breathe.